got my back? I got your back. Who's got my back? I got your back. 1, 2, 3.
As Ms. Zeman said to you guys, my name is Tony Mitchell. I am Isaiah's dad. Isaiah started here when he was in kindergarten. What grade are you guys in? Second, third, fourth. Okay, so Isaiah has been here since kindergarten, and we love this school. This is a great school, great environment. He's learned so much. Yeah, tremendous environment. He's learned so much about who he is and what he needs to be successful. This program is called Championship Mindset. You guys can read that on my shirt. What's it say on the back of my shirt?
Pain is temporary, but greatness is forever.
Pain is temporary, but greatness is forever. Everybody in this room wants to be great, right? Everybody is striving to be the best version of themselves that they can be. That's what this program is all about. You have to go through some things, adversity, some tough times in order to be great. You got to make sacrifices. You got to do your homework. You got to eat vegetables you don't like. You got to eat some other things you don't like too. Pain is part of the process. It helps you grow. You make sacrifices every single day of your life. By show of hands, how many people here play sports? Raise your hand.
I play taekwondo.
Okay.
I go in the season championship.
So now, when you're participating in a sport, you have to go to practice. You have to do all the things that the coach needs you to do in order to be successful. Sometimes there's pain. Sometimes you got to run. Sometimes you fall, you scrape your knee. Sometimes the coach takes you out and you don't want to leave the game. A little bit of pain there. But it helps you grow. It helps you become strong. How many people know that the Steelers open up on Sunday night? Raise your hand. How many people here are Steeler fans? Raise your hand. Okay. Where is Sabrina? Is Sabrina with us? How you know Sabrina? Sabrina has an uncle, right? Your uncle plays for the Rams, right? How many people know who Aaron Donald is? Aaron Donald plays for the Rams. That is Sabrina's uncle. He went to Penn Hills High School. My oldest son, Tony, played at Penn Hills High School with your dad, Archie. So Sabrina, she likes the Rams and she likes the Steelers. But when the Rams and the Steelers play, she cheers for the Rams. You got a question?
My cousin Terrell plays for the Jaguars.
Terrell Pryor. How would I know Terrell Pryor real well? I used to work with him when he was in high school at Jeanette.
Terrell is my cousin.
Okay. He's a good guy. He's a big dude. He's 6'6", about 240 pounds. Runs real fast, jumps real high. He's a good guy. I met him when he was probably about 12 years old. So I know TP real well. We're going to do this PowerPoint so you guys can get to know a little bit about me, who I am, and what I do. I've been coaching and working with young people since 1986. Football, baseball, basketball, track. I started in Homewood, Rushton. How many people, by show of hands, know where Homewood, Rushton is? It's in the east side of the city. It's a real tough neighborhood. Got a lot of things going on in Homewood, Rushton. That's where I grew up. Chartiers Valley, I was there coaching. Still Rocks, Wilkinsburg, Gateway, a lot of other different schools that I worked for. Started this company in 2001. It's called Athletes Fitness Inc. We also have a nonprofit that we started in 2016 called AFI Elite. We do consulting, we work on mindset, we do everything that helps you become great, like physically, mentally, spiritually. We do all those types of things. I love working with young people. I'm the CEO of this company. Been doing this type of work for over 20 years. It's our mission and our motto. We have this right here. We talked about grind, aggression, and pride. You have to have the ability to work for your goals. Nobody's going to give you anything in life. You have to be able to work for it. That's called grind. Aggression is not tackling somebody in school. Aggression is being able to set a goal for yourself and go after that goal. Being willing to put in the work to achieve that goal. And then there's pride. Pride means you care. You care about what you do. You care about how you do it. You guys are a unit in this school. You guys are a team, one big team. Hey, how you doing there? How are you today? All right, I know this young guy. He works out with me a little bit. Little baseball stuff here. You are a team. You're a unit. You work together. You have each other's back. If something bad happens in this school to one of your friends and you see it happening, you have to be able to step in and say, nope, that's not cool. It's not fair and it's not right. You got to have each other's back. You always got to have each other's back, no matter what. Go to some of the states that we do our program in. This picture right here, this is where I grew up. It's the Hill District. A lot of great memories there. Every time I see that picture, I remember I was your age. Running around playing baseball, basketball, football. I always loved school. I always loved competing. It was a big part of my childhood. It's still a big part of me right now. This house here is in Homewood. I lived here from 0 to 11 years of age. And just when I turned 12, my parents bought that home in Homewood. If you see this sign here, it says Homewood Rushton. It's in East Liberty or right close to East Liberty, Homewood Rushton. And this is my high school, Westinghouse High School. You guys ever hear of Westinghouse High School?
One of them got shut down.
That was Wilkinsburg.
Yeah, one of my friends, my brother's friend's dad, he had to find now he works in Madison.
Okay.
Like he used to work there,
You found a new job. Okay. Westinghouse High School, when I went there, it started in 8th grade. So 8th grade all the way through 12th grade, I went to that school there. A lot of great memories, a lot of great teachers. Make sure you guys pay attention and respect your teachers. They're going to help you grow into the people that God put you on this earth to be. Respect your teachers. This top picture is me in college at Duquesne University. I played some football there and some baseball. That's me playing baseball for CCAC on the north side. This is me right before I went to college. And who do you guys think that is with all that hair on his head? That's what I used to look like. And then I grew up and all my hair fell off. No, I got it cut. This picture reminds me of how much fun it was to be a student. That was my senior year in high school. These are some of the people I grew up with in high school, and these are some of my teammates at Westinghouse after a football game in high school. Everything that you do in life, you meet people. We talk about people, places, and things. You meet people and they take you places. Hopefully, it's good people who you surround yourself with. I always try to surround myself with good people. They take you places and then you do things when you go to those places. Positive things if you're around the right people. People, places, and things. Always remember that. Select good people who have the same type of goals that you guys have. Don't hang around people who want to be average or mediocre or they're doing things that are negative things, because eventually you're going to do those same negative things. Everybody understand that, right? We have to choose good people to be around. They'll take you good places, and when you get there, you'll do really good things. Okay, this next slide, these are 3 of my grandchildren. I have 7 of them. These 3 right here belong to This guy, Tony. Tony graduated from Penn Hills. This is Amari. This is Antonio. And this is Drew. He has 3 beautiful kids. And this young lady here, right above Tony, is my oldest child. Her name is Anissa. She is 37 years old. She's a teacher in Atlanta, Georgia. She's been a teacher there for 14 years. And her children are little MJ here with that look on his face like he wants that cake. And there's Aaliyah. She is in the 6th grade this year. So they belong to my daughter, Anissa. And my oldest son is right here. His name is Ray. He's also right there, standing right in between me and Isaiah. You guys know Isaiah, right? That's Isaiah. And this is Kiera and Kylie, Ray's daughters, and his wife, Christina. This lovely lady here is my wife. Her name is Heidi. She is a teacher at Heritage Elementary School. She's been a teacher for about 20 years. I met my wife at a charter school in Wilkinsburg. I was doing gym and health, and she was the kindergarten teacher. And you guys know this guy. That's Isaiah. Isaiah does all of my PowerPoints. So all this stuff you guys are watching, Isaiah put this together. Guess where he learned that at? Right here in Mother's Service. He learned how to do PowerPoints right here. So you guys are going to learn some great things while you're here in this school. Take advantage of it. Okay, get out of there. I have a really cool PowerPoint that I want to cue up to show you guys. It's called It's Okay to Be Different. And it's probably one of my favorite things to do. We worked off this PowerPoint a whole lot in all different schools. You guys ever hear of Aquinas Academy?
Yeah.
I was already at Aquinas, and I was at GCC. Yeah.
I used to swim there.
Okay.
Someone used to let me swim there.
Your mom's name is Raina.
Yes.
Your dad is a doctor. He is a surgeon, sports medicine surgeon, right?
Yes.
Yes. Isaiah did this PowerPoint for me. All right. The young lady that just came in is going to walk up here. She is one of my dearest friends. She works with me. She is a teacher, 22, 23 years? 27. Oh, I'm taking years off of you. We also met at the same time as my wife and I met. We were all teaching in the charter school in Wilkinsburg. She kind of introduced me to my wife, so she's like my best friend. She does a lot of work with me with Championship Mindset. Her name is Melinda Suzinski.
Say good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Miss Melinda is going to do her PowerPoint after we do this. She's going to tell you a little about who she is. She has 2 twin boys, and she loves working with young people just like you. It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. This is done by Isaiah. Isaiah wanted me to tell everybody he did it, but you guys can read that, right? So when you see Isaiah, say, "Nice job, Isaiah." Miss Suzinski, I got a seat for you over here.
I'm going to observe and walk around and see all these bright smiling faces this morning.
Okay. It's okay to be missing a tooth, right? Some of us are missing teeth. Here we go.
Your teeth?
Yeah. So what happens when we lose a tooth? What happens? The tooth fairy comes. Only if you do what though? What do you got to do with that tooth?
Pull it out.
Put it under your pillow. If you don't put it under your pillow, the tooth fairy doesn't. She don't come. My teeth fall out and there's no more tooth fairy. Nobody puts anything under my pillow.
No colors.
It's okay to need some help. Sometimes we need help in school. And we ask a friend or a teacher to help us with things. It's okay. That's okay to need help sometimes. Look at that. Look at that beautiful smile. It's okay to be a different color. I'm looking around the room and I see all these multicultural people. We are a diverse society. We're all different colors, different shades, but we're all the same. If I cut you, what color is your blood going to be? No, it's going to be red. What color is your blood going to be? It's going to be red. What color is your blood going to be?
Red.
We're all the same. We wake up in the morning, we're hungry, we want something to eat for breakfast, we put our clothes on, and then we fuss about going to school. We all do that. Everybody does that. It's also okay to say no to bad things. If somebody's trying to get you to do something that's bad and you know it's bad, you get that little feeling in your gut. Always trust that feeling. I don't care who it is, your friend, somebody, your neighbor, and they're trying to get you to do something that you know is bad, you get that feeling in your gut, say no. Say no. You know what that feeling is in your gut? That's that man upstairs telling you, don't do it. Sometimes we do it anyway, and we have to pay the price, the consequences that come with that choice. Be smart enough to trust that feeling in your gut and say no. That takes courage to do that. Look at all these different hands, different shades. We all have this thing right here. What is this thing right here? It's a heart. It is the most important muscle in your body. You guys know that the heart is a muscle? It is a muscle. How do you exercise this muscle? How do you work with this muscle? What do? Somebody said run. That's part of it. You run. What else can you do to exercise this part of your? You can do push-ups. You can do push-ups. What else do you do? Jumping jacks. How about a word? I'm looking for a word. It starts with a C. And you exercise this part. What's it called?
Sit-ups.
No. Starts with a C. No. Crunches. It's called cardio. It's called cardio. When you do cardio, you're working this part. Okay, so we got to do cardio. We got to do cardio every day. Running, jumping, cardio is running, jumping, riding your bike, swimming, walking up steps, walking up hills. That's cardio. You have to do cardio. It keeps you young. Okay? That's exercise. Got to work that muscle. It's okay to say no. It's okay to be proud of yourself. We talked about pride. Okay? It's okay to be proud. You're supposed to be proud. Make good choices. You'll always be proud when you make good choices. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you can't be great. The greatest thing about this country is everybody gets this thing called a blank canvas. A blank canvas called life. And you get your own set of paintbrushes. Everybody has their own individual set of paintbrushes. It's up to you and you and you to paint your own masterpiece. Nobody can paint your masterpiece for you. You have to do it yourself. When you pick up your paintbrushes, you never stop painting until you like the picture that you see. You always keep painting. Every day you're painting. Every day you're painting. Until you like what you see. If someone says that they don't like your picture, what do you tell them? What do you tell them if they don't like your picture? Keep it to yourself. I like my picture. Nobody can tell you to change your picture. It's your picture. You paint it. If they don't like it, oh well. You guys understand that? You get your own blank canvas. You get your own paintbrushes. And you get a chance to paint your own picture. Keep painting until you like the picture. That's the greatest thing about this country. Nobody can tell you that you can't be president one day. Nobody can tell you that you can't be a surgeon or a doctor or a lawyer, right? If you're willing to do the work and paint the picture, you can be whatever you want to be. That's the greatest thing about this country. It's okay to be adopted. This young lady here has loving parents. They're a different color. Do you think they love her less because she's a different color? No. They love her the same. We're all the same. We go down this path in life. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian, we go down this same path. And we have to make choices as we go down this path. The choices you make now will shape your lives as adults. Every choice you're making now will shape your lives as adults. So make sure that you're hanging around good people and you're making good choices. She live close to you? She live close to you? It's a boy.
Yeah.
Okay. His parents love him a lot, don't they? It's okay to be adopted. It's okay to do something nice for someone else. You have a chance every day to make somebody smile by doing something nice for your friend or your classmate. Never miss out on an opportunity to do something nice for one of your friends. It makes them happy and it also makes you happy. It's also okay to get mad sometimes. Sometimes we get mad when we're outside playing and our parents say, it's time to come in the house. You gotta eat, you gotta do your homework. We get mad. Sometimes we get mad if we're in class and we raise our hand and the teacher doesn't see it and they call on somebody else.
You still have to do it.
You still gotta do it. You gotta control yourself. It's okay to be mad sometimes. That's doing something nice for somebody. That's giving somebody a gift. Look at this guy. Is it okay to be that mad? You don't ever want to get that mad. He's like really mad. He got smoke coming out of his ears. He's so mad. We don't ever want to allow ourselves to get that mad. Bad things happen when you get that mad. Yes, you become a rage monster. It's okay to have different kinds of friends, boys and girls. Different color friends. Might be from a different country. You learn so many things when you meet different people. Open your minds up. Never be afraid to meet different people. They teach you so much. As I've gone through this process, and all the teachers in here, you've met so many people that have taught us so many different things from different countries, different customs. That's how you grow. Open your minds up. Be willing to explore. It's okay to make a wish. We always make wishes. Sometimes we make wishes that we don't have to eat Brussels sprouts. Somebody said I like Brussels sprouts. When I was a kid, we had Brussels sprouts. It was never a good day. I had to eat them anyway. How about that?
What is that?
Look at this one right here. This is my favorite one right here. It says drama queen. We all have a little bit of the drama queen in us. What's a drama queen? Do you know what a drama queen is? What's a drama queen? You like to create drama. That means if it's sunny outside and it's 95 degrees and everybody's outside having fun, you're like, I hate sun. We all know drama queens. And drama queens are not always female. The Steelers just got rid of one of the biggest drama queens ever. His name was AB. I mean, drama queens come in all sizes, shapes. You're a drama queen, I don't know. It doesn't always end good. How cool is that?
Water?
How cool is that?
That's like a mouth big fire.
That's like 2 fists getting ready to do a fist bump. Just like that.
Fire and
With
water.
fire and water. It's okay to be different. You are special and important just because of you being who you are. You don't have to do anything special or different. Just be yourself. If your friends are trying to get you to be something you're not comfortable being, tell them to chill out. Tell them to chill. You're comfortable being who you are. That's why you get your own canvas. Your canvas is different than your friend's canvas. They can be who they want to be. You can be who you want to be. They're trying to get you to do something you're not comfortable doing. Tell them to chill out.
Is that a real?
That's a dice, like when you're playing a game, a board game, and you roll that dice, and whatever number comes up, you gotta move spaces.
I thought it was a dog. That?
You like playing Monopoly?
Oh yeah, I love playing Monopoly.
I'm gonna have you guys just stand up right where you are. Stretch your legs out a little bit. Just stretch your legs out a little bit. We'll take a quick break.
Yes, he's doing it. Guess what he would say?
Winning, how are you?
Hey, we're ready to start again. We are ready to start again. Miss Melinda is going to come up here and do her.
Yes, I know. So did everybody have a nice, long, restful weekend? Yeah. You probably were not ready to come back to school this morning, were you? I know, but you know what? When you come back to school, great things happen, does it not? Who can tell me some great things about school? Tell me something great about school.
Recess.
Recess. Okay, good one.
Bread.
What, honey?
Bread.
The people and friends. You're right. That is probably the best part of school, is getting to come to school and seeing your friends. But you know what? Even better part is seeing your teachers. And you know why? Because they probably teach you and love you just as much as your parents do. And believe it or not, you're here with them just as long as you are sometimes with your parents, if not longer. So they're pretty special people. So just remember that, okay? It's really important to listen and learn each day, okay? I know it's hard sometimes. How many of you think it's hard sometimes? What is some of the hardest things about being in school? Not going to gym. Okay. Someone else. Tests. Yes, tests are hard sometimes, aren't they? Lunchtime, okay.
When I took a test and I wasn't ready for it because I took one of the most hardest tests, and I didn't take any work to practice for it, and I failed all of it except one word.
But you know what? Sometimes when we fail something, it makes us get stronger. Stronger. Makes you stronger. Because you know what? Just as long as you
There's that guy again.
Well, one.
Okay, so Tony had a chance to tell you a little about himself, so now I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I grew up in a very, very small town called Springdale. Does anyone know or have heard of Springdale before? You have? Okay. It's not too far from here. It's about maybe a 25, 30-minute drive. How many of you ever used to hear of Fun Fest or maybe Zone 28 in Harborville? Yeah, is that not a fun place? Guess what? That fun place now wasn't there when I grew up. So I didn't have a really fun place to go to like that. That's a pretty cool place. So I grew up in Springdale, and I went to a Catholic school just like yourself. So I was like you one day, a long, 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 long time ago. I was sitting where you are, in a classroom with a lot of kids. And the only thing that was different was that I didn't have a lot of friends that looked like me. And because I didn't have a lot of friends that looked like me, it was making me very, very sad. So, said a couple prayers, went home, talked to my mom a little bit about why I was different. And my mom told me that sometimes you might feel different, but you're not really different because God loves all of us the same. So it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, it matters what you are in the inside. Say it louder.
Inside.
Okay, say it doesn't matter what I look like on the outside. It only really matters what I look like on the inside. That's right, so I want you to remember that. So then after I went to my elementary school, I finally got to high school. And when I got to high school, guess what? I got to high school and nobody looked like me again. I know, and I said, my goodness, what is going on?
Then you went to the moon?
No, I didn't go to the moon. But when I got to high school, I kept thinking to myself, what is going on? So, because I looked different on the outside, kids didn't like me there either. Because they didn't understand why I was the only one that was standing out to look different. So I will tell you a quick story. I kept getting picked on by some really, really nasty kids. They were really, really mean. And I really had a hard time. So when somebody picks on you, what should you do? Who knows what you should do when somebody picks on you? What thing? Tell a grown-up. Absolutely right. But when I was in high school, telling a grown-up wasn't really a cool thing to do. So I kind of kept it to myself. So finally, after like a week of getting picked on every single day and being sad, one day after school, I had some friends who were super, super nice people. And they didn't tell me, but they waited outside of my school. And after school, when those bullies, those kids that were not so nice to me, came to beat me up, there was like 5 friends that I didn't really know they were my friends until that day. And they said to those mean friends, those mean kids, they said, you know what, if you're going to pick on her every day, you're going to have to pick on us every day. What do you think those kids did? What do you think those kids did? Do you think they kept picking on me, or did they say, no way? One person is easy to pick on, but 5? So do you think they kept picking on me? How many of you say yes? Raise your hand. How many of you say no? Guess what? You're all right. You're all right. None of those kids picked on me anymore because of those 5 special kids stood up for me. And they said, we don't care what you look like on the outside because we're getting to know you on how you are as a person on the inside. And those 5 kids that stood up for me that day made a difference. So remember that sometimes when you stand up for somebody, you can make a difference. Okay? I want you to remember that. So then after I left high school, I went to college. And after I left college, I decided to be a... Who wants to guess what I decided to be? Who remembers what Mr. Tony told you I did?
Teacher!
Teacher! Say it one more time. Teacher!
Teacher!
Say teachers are great. Remember that. Teachers are great. Yes, and because I loved working with kids, I was a teacher. So I taught kids your age. I taught first grade, and then I had middle school for a little bit. And when I got to middle school, I said, oh my, middle school was tough. Middle school was real tough. And then I said to myself, after middle school, I said, I think I'm going to go back down to first grade. So I was in first grade for a long, long time. How many of you loved first grade? Was first grade fun?
Yeah!
How many of you are in second grade? Okay, the second grade gets a little bit harder, right? No! Okay, that's good to hear, that's good to hear. What about third grade? Third grade hard? Third grade's a little harder?
Fourth graders are saying yes.
Yes, third grade is a tough year, I have to agree. Third grade is tough. And how many of you are in fourth? It's awesome. How many of you say fourth grade's awesome? Alright, you hear that, teachers, right?
Okay, I hear crickets.
Okay, yes, you hear crickets. Okay, so then after I taught for a very, very long time, I decided to take a break because now I have twin boys. And my twin boys are not in first grade, not in fourth grade. Who wants to take a guess? Before Mr. Tony puts the picture up here, who wants to take a guess what grade my boys are in?
Second?
Not second. Not third.
Kindergarten?
Not kindergarten. Higher.
Eighth? High school?
Almost. So they're almost in high school.
College grade!
8th grade. Ding, 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 ding. Who's in 8th grade?
This one.
Stand up. Stand up. Who's in 8th grade? Stand up. Give her a hand. Everybody clap for her. Hey, great job. That was a great guess. Yes, they're in 8th grade. So they're in 8th grade, and 8th grade's kind of tough. They went through middle school, and middle school was really tough for one of my sons. And I will tell you, because they're twins, people think that they're the same. They don't look the same. They don't always act the same. My one son's like way up here, he's this tall. And my other son's like, he's like down here. So even though they're twins, they're very, very different. But I love the fact that they're different because they offer so many great things. They're both very athletic, but they're both very, very good in school because it's very important to me that they respect their teachers, they respect their friends, they love their friends, they do something kind, and they remember that being different is okay. Even though they're different, they need to accept each other's differences. So my one son is very, very outgoing, and my other son is a little bit quiet. He's a little bit shy. But my son that's quiet and shy, I'm going to let you take a guess. Which one, if you look at this picture, which son, the one in the green or the one in the blue? Which one do you think is shy?
Blue. Green. Blue.
How many say blue? How many say green?
I hear
Green one.
Yeah.
Green one. My son over here in the green. You see how much taller he is? He's the one that's shy, and this is the one that's outgoing. And I always say his name, this is Cameron and this is Aiden. So Cameron here in the blue with the glasses, he's small but he's mighty. He's mighty. And I will tell you real quick, Aiden in the green got bullied when he got to middle school. And my son that's in the blue stood up for him. He said, that's my brother, and you're not going to pick on him. And he had some friends that said, guess what? He's our friend, and you're not going to pick on him. And it was really hard. It was really hard because Aiden didn't come and talk to me for a while. Until one day I knew something was wrong. And I talked to him and I said, it's okay to share, buddy, what's going on. And he said, Mom, there's someone in school that keeps picking on me every day. He's taking stuff out of my lunch. He's eating my lunch. He's making fun of me in the hallway. He's slamming me up against the lockers.
What?
He's pushing me outside on the playground.
This is way too far.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of mean things. But the good thing about it was, his brother was in the same class as him. So I had to sit down and I had to talk to him. And I had to let him know that even though someone's picking up on you, everybody tells you you're not supposed to fight, right? But there's a difference between fighting and pushing or hitting somebody on purpose and defending yourself, okay? And if you're defending yourself because you don't want to get hurt, you always make sure you tell a grown-up. So whoever said that earlier about telling a grown-up or a teacher or a principal or mom and dad is really, really important, okay? Because they all care about you. And they want to make sure that they can help you and to keep you in a safe place, okay? I want you to remember that. But those are my boys, and I have to tell you I'm pretty proud of them. How many of you like swimming in here? How many of you like to swim? So my son in the green, he's a really, really good swimmer. He swims for Moon, and he's been swimming since he's been 4. And he's 13 now, so he's been swimming for a long time, and he's really good at it. And then my other son here, with the glasses, he does everything. How many like basketball? How about football? How about soccer? How about wrestling? Wrestling! How about taekwondo or karate? So my son with the glasses, he's done it all. He does all those things I just mentioned. So he keeps me busy. But what I tell them all the time is the most important thing is, what comes first? What do you think your parents and your teachers tell you should come first? Is it your sports or your academics? Your academics, right. Because you got to stay smart. Because you got to be smart in order to keep doing well in life. And that's what we're trying to tell you guys. And being smart and making sure that you're making good choices and standing up for yourself is what we want you to remember is a part of championship mindset. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay, I want everyone to stand up. Okay, I want you to jump up and down like this. I want you to wiggle a little bit. Wiggle your hands, wiggle your feet, stomp your feet. Wiggle, wiggle, get your blood moving a little bit. I know you need that, okay? All right, I'm going to challenge you for a little bit, okay? I'm going to say championship, and you're going to say mindset. We're going to see who's louder. You ready? I say championship, you say mindset. Championship. Mindset! Championship. Mindset! Pretty good. I say A, you say acceptance. A. A. Wow, Teddy, that's pretty good for me.
I love it.
I say P, you say pride. P. Pride! P. Pride! You're good. Good job. All right, one last one. I say you are the best. And you say I am the best. You are the best. You are the best. Very good. I want you guys to remember that, okay? Okay, you can have a seat. Good job. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause.
Quiet.
Make mine a club sandwich. What you make? You're just near the home. No. Why? 'Cause there it goes!
Simba tried to save Buddha. He wasn't trying to save Mufasa. He was trying to save, who's with Simba?
Nala.
Nala. So that's courage. And you got the hyenas. They're really mean and trying to bully, basically, Simba. But Simba was trying his best to protect himself and Nala. You gotta have courage. You gotta have courage. And then the big cat came. Who's the big cat? Mufasa. Mufasa. What happened when they heard Mufasa roar? What happened? They got a little nervous. Got a little nervous.
Because if you really love the conditions, it's really
Please, out. Come on, we're gonna shut up right now. Out. Sorry.
If you ever come near my son again,
Oh, this is your son. Yours? Did you not? No, me. I didn't know. Did you?
You're trying to lie to get out of it.
So now this is all about courage. Lions have courage. Who's the king of the jungle? Why is the lion the king of the jungle? Why? Because he has courage and pride. The first level to this program, Championship Mindset, you guys are going to get a bracelet. You'll get them next week. Everybody's going to get a bracelet. The first level is this gray and black bracelet. It says acceptance, courage, and wisdom. Acceptance means you accept everybody around you in your environment for who they are. And then you have courage. You have courage to stand up for yourself and your friends when something bad is happening. You have that courage. You gotta have courage, just like you just saw. You saw courage. Lions are the king of the jungle because they have courage. They're not afraid. The second level to our program, you'll get a gray bracelet. Next time you guys see me, you'll get this gray bracelet, and it says passion, purpose, and pride. You have to be passionate about things in order to be good. Passionate means that you love it. That means you're willing to give up a whole lot in order to do that activity or be with those groups of people. You're passionate. You have to love it. Purpose means you know why you're doing it. You have to have a reason why you're doing it. That's your purpose. And then we already talked about pride. That means you care. That means you care about who you are and what you're doing. You gotta have pride. And then the third time you gotta see me, you get this bracelet. This is a blue and a gray bracelet. It says no fear, no excuses, embrace the process. You can't be afraid to be who you are. We talked in the beginning about having your own blank canvas and painting your picture. We don't care if someone else doesn't like our picture. It's our picture. You get a chance to paint your own picture. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, back off. I like who I am. I'm going to make choices that I'm comfortable with. No fear, no excuses, embrace the process. When you start making excuses at a very young age, you continue to make excuses all the way through high school, all the way through college. All of a sudden now you're a grown-up and you're still making excuses. We don't want to make any excuses at Championship Mindset. We want to embrace the process, everything that comes with it. So there's 3 levels to this program. You guys have 3 bracelets. And if you guys are really, really good, because we're going to check with your teachers, how many people play baseball or softball? There's that book that the coach keeps. And they keep track of everything you do in the game. How many times you batted up? How many times you caught the ball? How many times you scored a run? Your teachers have our scorecard. So they're going to tell us when we come back who's being a leader, who has championship mindset. And only those people get one of these. Shirt. It'll be a shirt that's gray. It'll have blue letters trimmed in white. Championship mindset. And it'll have this on the back of it. but you have to earn it. We don't just give them to anybody. We go to schools everywhere. If you don't earn it, you don't get it. Why? Because you have to be an example in school. You have to be an example in the community of what championship mindset means. So if you're wearing that shirt, you're wearing these bracelets, that's a reminder that you're special. You're a part of a great program. How many people want a shirt?
I do.
So you have to do your part in school. Because we're going to ask your teachers, what happens in baseball and softball if you strike out the first time? If you strike out and you get out, is there another at bat for you? Do you get another chance?
Yeah.
You get another chance. So if you make a mistake in school, own up to it and say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake, Miss Willard. And she'll give you a second chance. But what happens in baseball when you get 3 strikes? You're out. So if you get 3 strikes, that means you don't get one of these. You don't get one of these. So you'll be looking at your classmate who has one of these because they earned it, and you'll be saying, man, I wish I would have made good choices. I wish I had championship mindset. So make good choices. It's very important. Championship mindset will change your life if you embrace it. But you have to embrace it. It gives you courage. It gives you wisdom. It gives you passion. It gives you pride. All the things you need to be a great person, championship mindset will give you. Got one more clip I want to show you guys.
Sure do. You move fastest, boy. Hi.
Hey, wait!
You know my father? Correction. I know your father.
I hate to tell you this, but he died a long time ago.
No, wrong again. He's alive. And I'll show him to you. You follow old Rafiki. He knows the way. Come on.
Change your life if you embrace it. We had the 2nd through 4th grade already, and we had the 5th and 6th grade. I was up GCC on Monday and Tuesday of last week, so we had 7 through 12 up there. The program is designed to force you to make choices. There are tough choices sometimes, but it will change your life in a positive way if you make the right choices. What's that say on the back of my shirt? Pain is a part of the process, right? Everything you go through in life, adversity comes. There's no smooth sailing road. You got to deal with some things in order to be great. But if your focus is to be great, you're going to make those sacrifices. Who wants to be average? Raise your hand. Who wants to be average? Okay. So if you want to be great, that means you want to climb to the top step on the ladder. Greatness comes with a price tag. You got to be willing to roll your sleeves up and do whatever it takes. You got to have passion. We have 3 levels to our program. You guys will be getting all 3 bracelets. The first bracelet you guys will get, that'll be next week. It's this gray one. It's gray and black, and it says acceptance, courage, and wisdom. Acceptance is hard to obtain that quality. Acceptance means you do accept everybody in your group, everybody in your school, regardless of where they live, how much money they make, what their parents do, you accept them. I see multicultural people in here. Our country is diverse. We don't have just one set one group that we hang with. You learn from everybody. If I cut you, what color is your blood? It's red. What color is your blood? Michael, what color is yours? It's going to be red. We all go down the same path of life. And we have to make choices. Once we make those choices, there are consequences that come with the choices. You guys have to leave your mark on this school. We got 7th and 8th graders. You 8th graders, you have to lead by example. If you're making good choices, then the 7th grade will make good choices. The 6th grade is going to make good choices. If you're making bad choices, the opposite is going to happen. So we're going to challenge you guys to make good choices and lead by example. How many people want a shirt like this? Raise your hand if you want one of these. In order to get one of these, you have to follow the program. You have to embrace it. Everybody's not going to get one. Why? Because you're not going to be willing to make the sacrifices necessary. We can't just give these shirts to anybody. I can't see you out the mall and you're vaping, and you tell me you got championship mindset. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices necessary. The second level, second bracelet you guys will get next time you see me, is the silver one. It says passion, purpose, and pride. If you want to be good at anything, you got to have passion. Whether it's sports, whether it's cooking, whether it's studying. If you don't have passion, you cannot be good at it. Period. Passion means you love it. It means you are willing to make the sacrifices necessary in order to be great. What is your purpose? Why are you doing it? Why are you playing that sport? Why are you studying for that test? You got to have passion, purpose, and pride. Pride means you care. It means you care about what you're doing and how you're doing it. You got to have all of that in order to embrace championship mindset. The third bracelet, the third level, you guys will get this when you complete that. It says no fear, no excuses, embrace the process. We can't be afraid to stand up to people who are trying to get us to do things that will ruin our character, that may ruin our lives. You got to have some courage. You can't be afraid. You can't make excuses. You can't say, I smoked that because she told me to or he told me to. You have that thing called free will. Everybody has it. You got to utilize your free will to make good choices. Don't blame somebody else for your bad choice. You got to own it. If you make excuses at this point in your life, you're going to make excuses as an adult. I know people my age that are still making excuses, blaming other people for things that they've done. Don't be one of those kind of people. How many people, by show of hands, know what a pigeon is? What's a pigeon?
Me?
Yeah, what's a pigeon?
It's like a bird.
What kind of bird?
It's very small.
Very small.
It's afraid of you.
It's afraid of people. What, do pigeons fly high or they fly low?
No.
They fly low. What is an eagle?
It's a bird.
What kind of bird?
It's a capital of the bird. Some
Is it a little bird, big bird?
bird.
Does it fly low or does it fly high?
High.
How high can an eagle fly, man? Really high, huh? So can it fly higher than a pigeon? Eagles rule because they soar above everything. On the ground, a pigeon can deal with an eagle because it's quicker. But once they get up in the air, the eagle rules. You guys got to make a choice. Whether you're going to be a pigeon or you're going to be an eagle. That's your choice. But once you make that choice, you got to live with those consequences. I don't know about you, but I want to be an eagle. I want to soar. I ain't living on the ground. I'm living up here. You aim for for the moon. Because if you miss, you end up in the stars. You guys understand that? You aim for the moon. Check this out here. Turn that on here. This is my background, this is my experience. I've been coaching, working with young people since 1986. Football, baseball, track. We do a little bit of everything in my company, everything that deals with making you better. Academically, socially, athletically, spiritually. We do everything. Homewood Rushton. It's where I grew up. How many people know where Homewood Rushton is? Raise your hand. Homewood Rushton is the east end of Pittsburgh. Homewood Rushton is a very tough community. A lot of crazy things going on there, but you got to make choices. I didn't want to be a follower from a young age. I wanted to be a leader. A lot of my friends got in trouble hanging with the wrong people. The cool people. You guys know who they are. All the cool people that's trying to get you to do things you know you shouldn't be doing. Everybody got their hand out waiting for that cool stamp. There's no such thing as a cool stamp. You'll be waiting a long time. You get your cool card and go and buy some Jordans, it's going to get declined. No stores accept the cool card. You got to have Capital One. So everybody that's sole focus is on being cool, it ain't going to end good for you. I'm going to guarantee that. CEO of my company, been working with youth for over 20 years. Focus on this right here, GAP, grind, aggression, and pride. When you have that, that means that no goal is too big for you. No mountain is too high for you to climb because you are willing to grind, to work. If you have aggression, that means you aggressively seek out your goal. If somebody tells you you can't do it, you become more determined to do it. Everybody goes through this thing called life and you get a blank canvas. Everybody gets their own canvas. You get your own paintbrushes and you paint your own masterpiece. Your masterpiece is going to look different than hers, right? Because your dreams are different. What happens if she tells you she don't like your picture? What you gonna say?
It's my picture.
It's your picture. You got to be strong enough. You got to have courage to look your friend in the eye when they tell you that they don't like your picture. Oh well, it's my picture. I painted it. I like it. You don't like it? Too bad. Quit trying to please other people. Don't let somebody paint your picture for you. You paint your own picture. That's the beauty of life. These are some of the states we do our program in. This picture in the corner, I spent the first 11 years of my life in the Hill District, subsidized housing. Now, no rich people there, at least not bank account wise. I learned all the values of being a good person, a tough person, a strong person from growing up there. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. You have to be tough enough to make all the choices necessary. If you're going to be an eagle, you got to be tough. 12 years old, my parents bought this home in Homewood. Spent 12 to probably 20 years of age in that house right there. Homewood Rushton. It's near East Liberty. Again, the Hill District and Homewood Rushton are tough areas. You see it on the news all the time. There's gun violence, there's drugs, there's all kind of crazy things going on. I knew at a young age that I was not going to get involved in that. Why? Because I had championship mindset. Easy. I was not a follower. We're going to challenge you guys to not be followers. This school right here is Westinghouse High School. It's in Homewood. It's where I graduated from. 8th grade through 12th grade I spent in that building. Seen a lot of crazy things in that building. A lot of people making bad choices. Buried some of my friends, the cool guys, the cool girls, because they kept making bad choices. There's no such thing as a cool card. Don't let nobody tell you that. Top picture over here, that's me in college. Played football, baseball at Duquesne University. Before that, I was at CCAC before I transferred. Played some baseball. This is my senior year in high school. How about this picture here? Who's that dude? Big old afro. I got it cut because I got tired of taking care of it. This picture here is me in high school, my senior year, playing football with some of my buddies, some of the people I grew up with. Your pictures should tell people who you are. We call this all about me. In every school we go to, we challenge students to do their own PowerPoint and name it all about me. Tell people your story. We talked about that blank canvas. What is your story? You should be able to put in picture form what your story is. This is my story. I got 7 grandkids. I have 3 adult children. And you guys know the other dude, my teenager, Isaiah. This guy right here is Tony. He is second oldest son. And Ray is right here. Ray is the oldest. And my daughter, Anissa, is the oldest child. She's 37. She teaches in Atlanta, Georgia. And you guys will meet her at some point. She uses this program down south. These 3 grandchildren right here, Amari, Antonio, and Kamaya, belong to my son Tony. Aaliyah and MJ belong to my daughter Anissa. We go over here. We got Kiara and Kylie. They belong to my son Ray. When you see this picture, it tells you about who I am, what I believe in. This beautiful lady here is my wife. A lot of you guys know her. She was the homeroom mom forever here. Heidi. She teaches at Franklin Regional. I met her while teaching at a charter school in Wilkinsburg 21 years ago. When I met her, I didn't think we had anything in common. I was a little bit closed-minded because I grew up in a different area of town. But I opened my mind up and I found out that we have some tremendous chemistry. You got to open your mind up, people. Open your mind up. Don't live in the fishbowl. We all know what happens when you live in the fishbowl. You swim in the same water every single day, doing the same stuff over and over. You never experience anything different until you jump out of the fishbowl into the ocean and swim with the big fish. You guys got to be willing to do that. You guys got any questions for me? You guys have never been this quiet in your life. Let me cue this up here. And if you guys didn't know, Isaiah does all of my PowerPoints, all my business PowerPoints. He learned that here from the staff. Mrs. B, you did a great job with him. This next clip I want to show you guys is all about courage.
River pride feeds on a dead hippo washed up on the river's bank. Crocodiles don't fear the rulers of the land. one exception. Fanny. Today, the pride's protected.
So what just happened there? Anybody? What happened? Why did that alligator go back in that water? Will? Why?
Lion stood up.
The lion stood up. You had a whole pride eating off of a hippo. And an alligator said, you know what? I need me some of that hippo. Started out of the water. And then the big dog came and said, you ain't eating that. You're not eating that. That's courage. Not bungee jumping, not going to Sky Zone, doing backflips, not driving fast, not looking at the road. That's courage. You gotta have that kind of courage when your friends are trying to get you to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing. Why is the lion the king of the jungle? John?
Because he is courageous and big. Scary.
All of the above. Everybody has in them some lion. Sometimes you gotta dig a little deep to find it, but it's inside of you. You have the ability to stand up to people and make good choices, but you gotta have courage. If you don't have courage, you're gonna be a follower. And most of the time, you're following bad leaders, bad leadership. You gotta have courage, just like that dude there. You can't be afraid of anything. We got a bracelet that says no fear, no excuses. Embrace the process. This guy embraces it. That's why he's the king of the jungle. You guys got to be willing to do whatever it takes to protect your future. If something is going on in this school and it's something negative, you got to stand up and you got to have your friends back. We talk about that all the time in championship mindset. You got to have each other's back. The culture in this school, you guys control it by the choices you make. You can't say, oh, I got all these bad people in my school. They're trying to get me to do all. No, they can't get you to do anything if you don't want to do it. You got to control and lead by example. Like that dude. He ain't following nobody. Nobody eats in the jungle until that guy burps. When he burps, now you can come get a little morsel. But until he burps, you better chill right where you're at, because he might just eat you. That's courage. That's what we're looking for. People who have that kind of courage, that level of courage. Because you're not going to follow anybody. You're not going to make excuses. You're going to make good choices. Keep this up here. Who in here can dance? I see one hand. I see another hand. So we only got two dancers. Ollie, I know you can dance. Look at you like you're hiding. Huh?
I can.
Oh, I know you can dance.
It's not good.
Oh, I know you can dance. Folks are shy. You see, Miss Oshie, we're being shy in here, you know. Because we go to different schools and sometimes we just have dance contests. Kate, I see you hiding over there. Kate's like, oh, I don't want to dance. You know, we might just, challenge you to dance a little bit today. Michael, don't be hiding over there. I see you. Every now and then we do have a dance contest, so I see Libby over here saying, I'll dance. She said, I'll dance. Both of them. They said, I'll dance. Don't be afraid. Like I just told you, when the lion's ready to eat, folks get out of the way. The hyenas were trying to eat. The lion said, no, not right now. It ain't happening. See, the one thing about hyenas, they're a little dumb. They don't really get it. So they get eaten a lot by lions. Look at that hyena. Foolish. You have to be able to make good choices. I see you hiding there. Don't be hiding there. How's hockey, man?
Good.
Matt, how's hockey? Good? Okay. How many people play sports in here? Raise your hand. When you play sports, you have to make sacrifices for the good of the team. You have to be willing to do different things to pull the team together. The beauty in this country is we can all be together if we choose. This is strength. This is weakness. You guys got to choose what you want. This is strength. Don't choose to be weak. That's a choice. We are looking for people who are strong-minded and strong-willed. What's up, Mr. Wesley? How you doing over here?
Good.
I ain't never seen you this quiet. Carter's over here hiding. Daniel, how you doing, man? You're always quiet, so I'm used to it. You're thinking, man. Hey, how you doing, man? All right. What's up, man? You having fun here? Still playing baseball, basketball? What you playing? What you playing? You doing hockey? Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Sports, it brings out the best in you. Oh man, look over here. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good.
You good? Okay. Mr. Ballard, how long you been in school here?
This is my second
Second year? Okay. Dang, man, you getting tall, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of familiar faces in here. You guys have to choose what path you're going to be on. You have to choose that. Nobody can choose it for you. You can't blame somebody else for making a choice for you. Free will. What is free will? What is free will?
You have the choice to do, like, you have the choice.
You have a choice. Okay, what's free will? Give me an example of free will.
So, I guess if your friend offers you cocaine or drugs, you can say no. You don't have to do it.
That's free will. Ollie, give me an example of free will.
If someone is spreading a rumor and they want you to tell someone else, not to you, especially if you know that it's not true.
Lots of choices we have to make. Believe it or not, you guys are being raised in the most difficult times in our society. You got social media to deal with. Social media is a beast. It gets out of control. Adults have a hard time dealing with social media, but we expect you guys to be able to deal with it. It's tough. You gotta be smart enough to make good choices. Don't get caught up in the drama of social media, because it is drama. You have to think about what you're doing before you do it. There's that send button. If it's something that's going to embarrass you, your family, your school, don't hit send. We talk to adults, we talk to children. Guess what? The adults make the same mistakes because social media is a beast. So they'll just go ahead and hit send. Once you hit send, it is out there in cyberspace. And it never goes away. Even if you hit delete afterward, it's on somebody's hard drive somewhere. Potential employers are going to search way back in your past to figure out what kind of person you are. If they're going to hire you, they want to know your social media habits. Don't think that it's a secret what you're doing. Well, nobody will ever find out what I'm doing. As soon as you hit send, it's no longer a secret. You guys understand that? It's no longer a secret. Everybody knows now. It is out there in cyberspace. And cyberspace is like infinity. So if I'm hiring somebody, and I look at your page, and there's something on there that's really not good, you're not making good choices, you think I'm going to hire you, Mike? No. People always say, well, it's my personal business. I should be able to do what I want. Once you hit send, it's not your personal business anymore. It's everybody's business. Be careful what you put out there in social media. Be very, very careful. Don't think it's cool to take a picture and hit send, because now it's out there. And once it gets out there, it can ruin your life. We gotta be smart enough not.
You got my back. I got your back.